Okay, how about now? Well, I didn't mute it this time. I even checked to see if it was muted. It was a Streamlabs thing. Sorry about that. What's up, everybody? Appreciate you being here. Thanks so much for hanging out here today on The Go at CeeLo. TGIF to every single one of y'all. We're here live for NASCAR Cup Series practice for the first time ever here at Iowa Speedway. Should be interesting, as we stated in the vlog that we had. Could this be a two-groove track today? We'll see. Not too sure about it. Oh, it's okay. They're trained to let me know if I'm muted or not. I want y'all to tell me if I'm muted, because sometimes I forget. But this time it wasn't my fault. Streamlabs did it to me, so that's okay. But I should have checked before I went live. But that's how it goes. But hope everybody's doing well. I'm looking for the raw feed to come up here in just a little bit. Practice will start here in about 5 minutes. We're going to bring you the live audio of the USA broadcast. We'll have the live leaderboard as well. Now, Chastain running. He was in the practice for the Xfinity Series. I didn't realize he was in the Xfinity Series today, but I guess I need to take a better look at that. But he's running to get back in his Cup car and have a good time. So hope everybody's ready to have some fun here at the Iowa Speedway this weekend. Excuses are, yeah, exactly. We're going to be bringing you the live audio of the NBC or USA broadcast, and then tomorrow we'll be bringing you the qualifying as well for that as well, and then the Xfinity race after that, and then on Sunday, happy Father's Day to every father out there. We're going to be bringing you Under the Lights on Father's Day here on the channel too. So I'm getting ready to have some fun. Let's see if I can get this loaded here. Sports, and it's taking its sweet old time. NASCAR Xfinity practice. I don't like that it... There we go. So we're just waiting on to go live here. Welcome in, everybody. Make sure you hit that like button. You gonna keep up with Tennessee baseball tonight? Yeah, we will. Just gonna do the... I had to decide what I was gonna do. I was gonna do Braves or Tennessee, but I figured I wouldn't be able to do Tennessee the rest of the weekend, so it was not really any word of trying. So we'll just do the Braves tonight and have fun with the Rays. See how that goes. What's up, Triton? What's up, Lloyd? What's up, Mount Billy? Clayton, what's going on? Welcome back. Appreciate you, buddy. Welcome, everybody. What's up, Brawny? Good to see you. Puzzle Vision, Rod. What's up, everybody? Thank you so much for hanging out. Jake, what's up, dude? How you doing? And Billy Voles is here as well. What's going on, man? What's up, everybody? And all the Ninja Watchers out there, what's going on as well? Let's listen into Martin Truex Jr.
You know, any of the things I've been able to do without him being behind me 21 years. So it's been incredible. It's been a hell of a ride. I'm excited about the future, and not really sure what that looks like yet, but feel good about, you know, my decision. And I just want to thank Coach and everybody at JGR Toyota. They've been absolutely amazing to you know, to be able to win a championship is something I always dreamed of, and to be able to get that done was amazing. And just feel really lucky to be surrounded by a lot of great people over the years. So to all the guys I've worked with, crew members, crew chiefs, team owners, you know, you name it across the board, it's been a true honor. And I'll miss all those people for sure. But I won't be gone. I'll be around still. And we're going to do some stuff together, have some fun, and enjoy life a little bit and wind down.
You mentioned the word fun a few times, and I know that he loves racing. It's been a passion of his for 21 plus years, but there are times that this lifestyle can really drag on you. I mean, he mentioned it in his press conference that it's a Monday through Sunday, and your time is pretty much scheduled out for you.
Time to go fishing.
Full-time Cup
That's
Series
right.
driver, and he
What's up,
wants
Sir
to
Bob?
be able to maybe step away from that and have a little bit of fun outside of racing.
And look, it's 24/7. It just is. There's no way around that. The commitment it takes to compete at this level, and as well as he's done it, is extreme. And you know, over the years, it wears on you, and you start to say, all right, what else is out there in life? Because everything has to come second. If you want to compete at this level and win championships and win races and do the things that guy has done, that comes first, and everything else has to wait.
It has been an impressive career, right? 34 wins. He has that championship back in 2017. Second 3 times, right? Just maybe a couple different turn of events, and he could be a multi-time champion. He is a multi-time Xfinity Series champion. And, you know, he's kind of always done it his own way. You know, as racing has changed, and has changed dramatically in his 20-plus year career, from double file restarts to what's acceptable. I mean, the first slide job, I thought Jeff was going to jump out of the booth. Yeah, Martin has found this consistency of racing.
So we'll just wait on the raw feed to come on up. It's not here
yet.
yet.
The aggression has, you know, kind of increased. He's stuck to his guns, and I think that's what he's going to be really remembered for, is his respect.
Marty, yeah, respect, probably the biggest word when you describe Martin Truex Jr. is how he raced. And
$5 on the dinger. What's up, Gator? Good to see you. Welcome back, buddy.
Race car driver Rick, good to see you guys this afternoon. We spent some time with Martin this afternoon. He told me, honestly, going into that press conference, he was a little bit nervous, but now afterwards, he's relieved that the news is out. He can sort of focus on these final 20 races. Going to get a lot more Sundays.
Full trickle, what's going on?
But he expects to run still, as he mentioned. We're still going to do some stuff.
Mellow Yellow for a sponsor. Nice, Cold
saying,
Trickle.
hey, I'm still going to run some races, but I want to take some time.
So Truex is letting off Cup Carrier. Yeah. So Truex is gone.
Take away from this, Jeff Burton, is that he's still competitive. He can still win races. And Martin told me my goal is to win as many of them as I can. I think this is a team who can still get into victory lane in these final 20 races, no question.
Marty, he also mentioned that, you know, he wanted to retire on his own terms. Most of us don't get to leave the sport the way we want to. It leaves you. You're no longer competitive, and you just can't have that. And so most people get asked to not be a part of the sport anymore. Well, Martin's not in that situation. He's probably going to make the playoffs unless something crazy happens. Have a chance to win a championship this year, and, you know, he's still competing at a high level. Very few leave sports when they are able to do the things that Martin Truex Jr. can still do today.
Well, and how about a perfect sponsor? I mean, when you get a sponsor that is really what your lifestyle is, I mean, Johnny Morris, Bass Pro Shops, outdoor living, that's what we know Martin Truex Jr. loves to do. And to be paired up with Johnny for 21 years of his career is perfect. I mean, you've got a perfect sponsorship for that driver.
It's been a great match.
It says a lot.
All right, it's on USA Network, NBC. Welcome, NBC.
Yeah, he mentioned family. That Martin was family. Their company considers him family, and it was tough for him. It was. We saw Johnny Morris get up on the stage, and it was tough for him to acknowledge and accept that this will be the final full-time season for Martin Truex Jr.
Keselowski unless Ford dies.
It's started. I mean, it is. It is wild already. The track is full of race cars. You know, normally
see who's the fastest so far at Toyota.
You get half the cars on the track or half not. Well, now it's just everybody. Cars up the racetrack. They're all over the place.
So far, fastest Tyler Reddick in the 45. And yes, that is the Hamburglar.
The 2311 cars are McDonald stuff. The Grimace and also... Oh, I forgot to do this one. 1 second.
Left side tires right on that white line. I think this is going to be a game of inches early in the race as the groove widens out. You go in and you miss that white line by a foot, the guy behind you is going to gobble up the air that you leave for him. try to roll that corner just a little bit better. I think it's really obvious right here with the 45 of Reddick.
Grimace. I love this one here. This one's
Right
cool.
behind him, the 11 of Denny Hamlin. I had to check. I love Joe Gibbs Racing, and I love it, but that interstate battery scheme moves around from car to car. I want to make sure I had the right car. Classic scheme. I like the scheme.
Look at
Another
Truex,
one
top
who
of the
should be
order here.
smiling when he comes to this racetrack. He's had great success on the short tracks.
And this one really strikes me as a Hamlin type of place, patient around that white line, if that's really what it is.
Keep hitting that like button, y'all. Kubota.
That's all it is.
It looks
Hammered
great
down
in
there.
orange.
There's
It
a lot of
does.
throttle time.
Yeah, the
So
Grimace
much
on the
grip.
23, the Hamburglar on the
See what 3
45.
of Austin Dillon does on this outside lane.
2311,
He's just
all
gonna get the
McDonald's
fight up.
today.
He is not going to put himself in a bad position.
Showing some experience there. At some point in the race, you're going to have
Corey
to
Heim was the fastest
right
in
now, though, in practice, you don't have to
next to,
really
I
see
mean,
like
next to
22 in front of him
Xfinity
without us
practice.
stacked up.
And right now, it looks
That
like it's
shows
just
you
a
kinda
single
where the racetrack
line,
is at, right?
one
We
groove.
have the 51 leading the way of Justin Haley, and that's
NASCAR in the same since they left, but Dodge left the Petty boys.
This is what I love about Cup racing, right? These are all extremely talented race car drivers, and they're just out there digging. I mean, they're just out there. Nobody's saying, hey, man, let's back up. Let's slow down. Let's come into pits. Like, it is full-on action right now, and it's the opportunity to learn what your car won't do. You know, you hear drivers talk about aero push. Car's not good behind another car. Well, guess what? That's how you're going to have to race. And with this many cars on the racetrack, you should take advantage of it. Go see what it won't do. See what it will do. See what your competitors can and cannot do. It's a great learning opportunity.
34 cars are on the racetrack, but there's one obvious missing car out there, Marty. Why is the 20 not out on the track?
So it's
That
not
would be
Group A and
Christopher
Group
Bell, as you
B.
mentioned, Rick,
Interesting.
the team that tested here a few
Okay.
weeks ago and checking in with Chris
I'll
Short,
get
the
rid of
car
Group
chief, and
A.
the reason they're sitting
I
here,
assumed
Steve, is because
everybody's
they
practicing
found out
together.
during the test, the track literally changed every lap. It kept getting
No
better
chase.
and better and better.
Hit that like
throughout
button.
that
That's right,
time
Surf.
test. So they're going to let everyone else sort of
You can come
rubber
along
the
to
track
that
a little
11
bit,
car if you
and
want
they know
next
that it's gonna
year,
change
Surf
so much
Bum.
that the read you get right now might not be what you really want to have for information. So Adam Stevens choosing to keep Christopher Bell for now in the garage while all that chaos is on the racetrack. What do you think about that move, Steve?
Well, I like the confidence, the experience that Adam Stevens is showing. He's basically saying, hey, I felt so good after the test, and I don't think we need to hustle out there.
It's really interesting. Watch. Oh, the one car.
Larson's the
Chastain way
fastest
up the
practice.
racetrack.
Watch out. He was up there for just a little bit. Right now, Reddick.
Lucis on entry. Do I drive down pretty far down pit road?
That's Chastain right there. Let me see those ones in the chat, y'all, if you're a Chastain fan. And you like that corn on the airplane, on the car.
Was able to drive right underneath him.
This is the one of Chastain, that green with the white tail, big wiggle.
Oh, yeah, he
Big
got loose in that turn. The green monster.
He just quit turning, right? He knew he was loose, so he just kind of turned the wheel to the right to get the car going straight so the thing didn't spin out. He won't do that in the race.
Look at LaJoy fastest. Yeah, third fastest.
Hit the car on the bottom, but the safest thing to do sometimes is just quit asking the car to do what it doesn't want to do. It just don't turn the wheel.
So far, Rick, I like the way this 9 of Chase Elliott looks. Kind of had my eye on him. I know the 5 did the tire test. We know they all shared the information.
Right now, I just see single
9 of
groove.
Chase Elliott got that win earlier
Single
this year.
groove right now.
Super consistent.
Foreign car, that's right.
The fourth, now moved to fifth. Reddick fastest early here in Iowa.
I appreciate you hanging out. This is our first look at the NBC broadcast. And that's not looking so good on the white there. The camera, the green screen's having some not so much fun today. Hope everybody's doing well. Make sure you're hitting that like button for us and subscribing to the channel. If you are a big NASCAR fan, make sure you subscribe. We're going to love our community. We're going to bring you every race we can here in the next couple of weeks. Here we got this week and then New Hampshire. And then I'll be at the Nashville race. So we won't have any live streams like this, but we will be live at the track. And if you were there in Nashville, please let us know you're coming. I'd love to meet up with you guys. We're going to be out there at the track for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And we're ready to have some fun. But right now, we're here in Iowa. Next week, New Hampshire. But should be interesting. No Dale Jr. In the booth anymore. No Dale Jr. in the booth for NBC broadcasts. But this weekend, everything is on USA. Next week is USA, and I think the Nashville race is actually on NBC, and then the Chicago is, or no, all three are on USA, I believe, and then the next is on NBC. The Chicago Street Race will be on NBC. So, but make sure you hit the like button for us and subscribe to the channel. I'll get the stream bot working here with NASCAR redeems and stuff. So 1 second. But we'll bring in the audio here in just a second. No in-car cameras during practice, as always. Next week, a Truex for the hometown victory. You're going to go with Truex for the hometown victory next week? We'll see how it goes. Jake Nashville's on NBC. Okay, so 2 back-to-back on NBC. Did you go to Savannah Bananas game? No, they the tickets were sold out way ahead of time and never got a chance. So no, I did not. I guess I could. I doubt they're selling the bar tickets, because normally if you want to go to a Nashville Sounds game, you can just pay $5 like a cover charge to get into drinking the bar in the right field. But I doubt that's about. I'm sure they're not letting you pay $5 just to get in. Eric Church just checking in from work. 54 legend in training. He was up there for just a little bit, but the Toyotas have kind of fallen back down now. Ty Gibbs actually in 9th place. All of the cars are on the track for practice, so this is not a Group A, Group B. I guess they'll do that for qualifying tomorrow, but not Group A, Group B. Here we go. Back to it. USA.
Radio broadcast. All you have to do, search NASCAR in your app store. You can download and start a free trial today. 102 right now in the cockpit here.
Only found Banana Ball yesterday. Wow, really, Max?
Iowa.
Yeah, they're pretty crazy.
87 degrees.
102 inside the car.
Ambient temperature.
On board with Corey LaJoie. And I tell you, his speeds, he's top of the board in 5, 10, 15 lap averages. And they're real. I mean, it's a really good run for the 7th car. He's 6th overall. You see the 41 of Freeze. Behind him, the 20 now has joined the racetrack. He thinks it's time to finally go run some laps, and he jumps right to the top of the board on his 5th lap.
Christopher Bell, Tyler Reddick.
Christopher Bell.
Oh, boy.
Larson. Oh, and we have issues
Ooh,
for
Ty Gibbs loose in the turn.
The tire was locked up or flat.
Right front's flat.
Left front.
What's up, Chris D? What's going on? Good to see
Right front
you.
is flat, and that is an uncomfortable
Max
situation
Fish,
for
big
these
cricket
teams.
fans, always had an interest in baseball. What a hoot.
For his run here.
Yeah, we'll be doing Braves right after this, guys. Atlanta Braves versus the Tampa Bay Rays next, right after this.
And you heard him say, I felt like the left front's flat, right?
Yeah.
Clearly.
Oh, yeah, left front flat for the legend in training, Eric Church.
Drivers, it's hard to tell whether it's a left front or the right
He
front.
did.
left
I
rear,
didn't
or
catch
right
the
rear.
practice, though.
It really
We
is
can go back and look, though.
Went down the straightaway off it too.
Well, the track stayed green.
Tim, let me know.
Continuing to
Definitely
run.
meet up with you,
Did look at
Tim.
Timing and scoring. That was 24 straight laps for Ty Gibbs.
Luckily, he didn't hit anything.
57 hit 51. Gotcha. Hang on.
I almost wonder if he hit the wall a little bit on the back stretch.
You just ease on across the track.
Yeah, Steve, great point. You know, there's some things in racing that go your way and some things don't.
Vegas says
In that
Bell is the
case,
best odds.
That tire and Ty feeling it down the back straightaway versus when he drove down into turn 3 is the difference between getting a backup car out and just getting this car fixed. No contact. If that thing blows getting into turn 3, Marty, he is going to hit the wall.
Yeah, that was very fortunate timing. And look at this. It's going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys to lift the right side of the car. And
What's up, Owen? Good to see you. SVG did okay in Xfinity practice. This will be a good race. I hope so, Owen. We'll be bringing it to you tomorrow. Live on the channel tomorrow. Same like we did in Sonoma.
Zero indication there was anything wrong with the tire. So a lot of interested teams looking at this right front that came off the 54 car.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of focus on that tire. You just ask yourself, you know, did he run something over? Any of that's possible. But is it wear and tear? You know, did he have too low air pressure, too much toe, too much camber? Abuse that right front tire early, then it starts to have a slow
Kubota
leak.
99 Daniel Suarez car looks pretty good.
And regarding tires, this being the first time that the Cup Series has run here at Iowa, there was the tire test. We talked about that. It was May 28th. They used the tire from North Wilkesboro, the All-Star race. Their primary tire is the one that they're using here on this track.
Yeah, it's hard, right? Because Richmond looks like this, but with the repave, this place now has a totally different feel. That's why that primary tire from Wilkesboro really fit. Remember, that track was repaved, as you mentioned. Behind this 99 is the 20 of Bell.
What's up, SEC football? What's going on, man? Troll Terminator, what's going on, man? Good to see you here.
A little bit better.
Back from those
Bell has
beautiful
13
blue
laps on
waters.
his tires, and Suarez has 10. So both of these guys, you know, very low laps on tires.
Thanks for the subscribes, y'all. Appreciate it.
What could happen is the track could get faster as it gets rubbered in. Both of these guys going out later having good speed.
Oh, here we go. Well, okay, the 99 quit. I thought Bell. I want to see what this lap looks like. So Bell's been running 23.50.
Christopher Bell and Tyler Reddick, the two Toyotas, looking good.
Right on board for a whole lap. He'll finish this lap. This isn't a totally clean lap, and then we'll see what the next lap time is. So he's running 50s following the 99. That's a 60 with a little traffic.
Listen how early he lifts getting in the corner.
What's up, Triton?
He's way before the corner. See that? This is not.
Triton, did you make it to Tennessee last night?
Racetrack. This is a short track.
Triton was up really late last night. I was up doing my stuff.
Early, if not,
doing a stream.
Too much speed. Nowhere near that new pavement when he lifts.
23.54 on that lap, Steve.
Yeah, I think, you know, that's a.
I was subscribed, but I did a couple months ago. CeeLo, awesome, Kelly. Thank you.
This is a rhythm racetrack.
Appreciate it. Gotta say it, you know.
No shifting, so I'm running fourth gear all the way around this place.
But did they drive horrible? Yeah, trust me. That's why I got home a little late. AJ is only in 10th, Rod says. Dinger in 5th. He's up 5 now.
Short track world to not see these cars shifting.
34 minutes left here in this practice.
With the pavement,
I try to bring it. I wish we had in-car cameras. It would be the best. Come on, NASCAR. Let's have the in-car cameras during practice.
The reason they shift is because the speed variance between the straight and the slow part of the corner means you need another gear. You need more RPMs. But here, they're carrying so much pace.
How's Gregson running, CeeLo? Let's look.
He did not need to shift.
Gregson there in 18th. Here's the rest of the field.
We mentioned
Oh, no.
issues for Bell.
Uh-oh. Christopher Bell hit the wall.
That one hurt.
Oh, he hit. He hit.
He hit a ton. The right side of this car shows.
So 2 Gibbs cars, Steve, with right front failures.
19 laps on the 20, 24 laps on the 54.
Yeah, 2 Gibbs cars with 2 right front problems.
Right
Gibbs and yes, sir, Chris, we did it last weekend. Hence why I'm not wearing Denny stuff.
Something like this.
I got the
we talk
14.
camper. Maybe getting a little aggressive with
14 in honor of 14K.
Oh, gosh.
We just got the wall, guys.
The angle of that
Corey, let's
impact.
run the entire length of pit road.
Ouch.
Got the wall, guys.
He was coming to pit road that lap. They said.
All right, well, who's next in Toyotas to hit the wall?
Tire blows.
You got a Chevy Bell? Get a Chevy Bell.
Half a corner away, Steve, from not having this wreck.
Oh, he hit he hit it hard, y'all.
So, if he's coming to pit road, he was going very fast right there. Could this be a brake issue?
No, I think, well.
Christopher Bell, he was fastest in practice and hit the wall coming out of turn 4.
I don't see anything come through the hood like a brake rotor would come through the hood.
I mean, it went straight to the wall.
On the racetrack, when we were on board with him, there was barely any brake pressure. So I think that the right front just loses air, and then the angle.
No, I said if we made 14K last weekend that I wouldn't wear any Denny stuff this week.
Come to pit road. That may have been the next time because his pace was so long.
The deal.
Fast right there in the center of turn.
So Christopher Bell, bad problems here.
20 did the tire test here. He waited 8 minutes before he came out onto the track, and then 19 laps into his run, the right front tire blows and hard into the outside wall.
Ouch. Christopher Bell, fastest in practice, but coming out of the turn, he hits the wall. So we'll find out what happened after they come back from the break. But we're on USA now. No more Fox. So USA on the practice tomorrow, USA for the qualifying tomorrow, Xfinity on the USA Network as well. And then Sunday night, we'll be bringing you flag-to-flag coverage of the Iowa Corn 350 here from the Iowa Speedway, the NASCAR Cup Series, very first time here at the Iowa Speedway. So, and a repave too. If you guys watch the vlog, make sure you check in that out as well. We released a vlog today around 2 for the new members. You got a little early, about 2 hours earlier. But it's a vlog of Iowa Speedway paint schemes and the race weekend preview. I also broke down Sonoma last week, and I gave you my predictions on who you think is going to win. So make sure you go check that out. It does pretty good. FS1 for the ARCA race. Okay, yeah, I'm not doing the ARCA race, but awesome. Thank you for letting us know, Cole. If anybody has FS1 that wants to watch the ARCA race, you can hang out there. Speaking of Fox, rest in peace, Race Hub. The last remnant of the Speed Channel has now officially died. Speed Channel is now officially dead. Yeah, Speed Channel. How many people used to watch Speed Channel? That was always cool to watch. Speed Channel. That was always fun. Yep. But, yep, Race Hub is no longer. Racer X is the man. Cool. Thanks for Jake. Similar to Not So Supercars. Yeah, so this is the practice. They usually do Group A and Group B, but we're under caution right now due to a caution with Christopher Bell hitting the wall, but Kyle Larson back there in 27th. He's running 18 laps. Truex at 20 laps. And there's the back of the pack here, Kozlowski in 30th. These are practice times here, nothing major. But we'll see what happens tomorrow. Chase Elliott there in 8th place. Corey LaJoie surprising everybody there in P7. The Dinger in 6, P6. Running 2 races this week too, so that's good. But I hope everybody's doing well. Make sure you're hitting that like button for us as you're coming in. And check out our stuff. We have emojis in the chat if you guys like those members emojis. Make sure you check those out. Those are in your pinned message. So we're 61 likes. We're 39 to go on those. So appreciate everybody being here.
And on Sunday, the first time ever at Iowa Speedway, the Cup Series will take on this 7/8 mile short track, 6:30 countdown to green, 7 o'clock for the green flag.
Yeah, he'll be able to qualify. They'll fix it up tonight.
5 of Kyle Larson, another one of those drivers who did the tire test here in the garage now. And listen to the radio here from Kyle.
I'm not even close to the same on entry as I was a couple weeks ago. Like it's like into 3, I bounce, and then I'm gonna spin before I ever get to the corner, and then similar.
What's up, Joshua? Good to see you.
Turn 3 is like extremely sketchy.
Yeah, I know. Both blowing
So
tires.
extremely sketchy. He's talking about just not having rear grip on corner entry. His car's way too loose. He doesn't trust it. Can't drive it hard enough. He just,
Oh, really?
and
They don't have,
what
like,
stood out there
NBC
was
doesn't
he
have,
did
like,
the
their
tire
own,
test
like,
here. He's like, it's
vault
nowhere
of
near
shows,
what it was
ATF.
then. But again, this track is much warmer.
So
than
far,
when we
single
tested.
groove. Yeah, I haven't seen
They
anybody
drug tires here
going
for 2
side by
days on
side.
the asphalt, and
Nobody's
they only tested
passing.
5 days after they paved. So this could be a radically
NBC,
different racetrack than what it was
MBS,
when they
not
did the tire
NBC.
test.
Oh, okay,
I'm
gotcha.
wondering between that, you know, Bell had his right front issues, but his speed is good. I mean, he was really, really fast. I think probably the best car to the right front went down. So the question is, remember, the 20 sat in the garage saying the track would change. Will it change for the 5
That's crazy.
car?
Christopher Bell wrecked, and he's still
If you just
second
turn around, we have
fastest.
24,
No one can touch
or
him.
54 with a flat right front tire, no contact. Then the 20 of Bell, 19 laps, has a flat right front tire, heavy, heavy contact into the wall.
Noah Gregson also had an issue in the 10.
He just had a scuff.
So, yeah,
Just scuffed him.
just a little scuff. Alex Bowman, do we see him in victory lane in 2024?
Yeah, single groove so far. I don't see anybody riding side by side at all.
Hedger Motorsports is right there. We've seen the 24 win, the 5 win, the 9 win. You know, even when the 48 had those multiple win seasons. it's
Got
not like he
Alex
was a
Bowman
dominant
out there
car.
riding right now.
He just kind of hung out.
Oh,
And
NASCAR
allowed
Busch
to
Series.
capitalize. This is the type
It was a
of track
reality
where
show
maybe he
following
could
3 Busch
capitalize.
Series
Other people
teams.
have issues.
It aired 2003 to 2004.
Little wiggle there.
Interesting.
He's not
Never seen it.
down on the bottom of the racetrack like we've seen.
No
others.
Busch cars, no
Kyle
Busch
Larson
cans.
right back
I
out
got
there,
Bowman
even
winning
though
this
he
weekend.
talks
Galact,
about
what's
how
up?
difficult
Galact
it
Jack
is right
Racing.
now, especially to get into turn
Good.
3. Back out
Bowman there
putting
in
laps
17th, P17,
Getting
just
as
over
much
the ticker.
information that he can send back to his crew chief.
Well, in that lap put him P2, and I think that's a heat cycle.
SVG might
What I
get
mean by
Truex
that
right
is,
now. It's going to be Eric Jones. They've already renounced it. Eric Jones is going to come back to Joe Gibbs Racing.
I think Larson showed that with that speed.
A lot of drivers' fastest laps are deep into their runs, or
Well, we'll see.
when they came back.
Burton's
out.
not
It's just
talking as much.
A replay. That's common. That's not unusual to see that anytime we go to racetracks that are newly paved.
You mentioned Denny's success on short tracks. Kyle Larson.
What's up, Butterfly? Good to see
Two
you.
of the last 8 short track races. Really one of the hottest drivers.
I thought it was a done deal that Eric Jones was coming
NASCAR
back
now.
and that it was already sealed a deal, but maybe I'm wrong.
Denny had a short stint at Sonoma a week ago. Lap 2, the engine expired on him. And we don't see that much anymore either. The engine's blowing on these cars.
Only the second one all year is the least, really, in modern era where we've seen
24 minutes left in this
engine's so
practice.
reliable, it was
24
quite
minutes left.
Well, this team's had a great year, and certainly championship contenders. You know, Denny trying to get that first championship, and I heard him say a few weeks ago, this is the year. Like, he is like full of confidence. Believes
But what
this could
puts
be
him
the
over the
year.
edge? That's the question. What puts him over the edge?
Well, I think the first thing for them, it's he and Chris Gabehart.
I'm sorry,
his crew chief, it's just-
25.
They've been great together.
25 minutes left.
You know, I haven't always liked Denny's approach recently. Like, if I win a championship, I do. And, you know, it's one race, anything can happen. I think you got to own that it's one race. And Denny Hamlin is he's a champion race car. I know he hasn't won a championship.
Keep hitting that like
He's a
button, trying to
Hall
get to
of Famer.
100 likes,
He's
y'all. Appreciate all the love
so
tonight.
good at what he does, and I just think that they need to own it. They need to own that, yes, it is one race, and not look at that as a bad thing. Look at that as an opportunity and go get super aggressive and say, this is how we're going to win the championship. And in fairness, you have to be right on the right day. We've seen the last 2 championships have been won, you know, with Blaney and Logano. This time of the year and those years, no one had them picked to win the championship, but they got right at the right time, and you certainly have to do that in these playoffs.
54 wins already in his career. Could he add Iowa to the list of tracks that he's gone to victory lane?
I'm picking Denny Hamlin this weekend. Denny Hamlin for the win this weekend. He does well at short tracks. I am going Denny Hamlin for the win. I'm also going Chandler Smith for the win in the Xfinity race this weekend. So I got Chandler Smith. Do you think Corey Heim will be in NASCAR Cup Series next year with 2311 Racing? I don't think so. I think he'll be in a Cup car, an Xfinity car before he's anything. I don't think he'll jump from. But even though he did practice for a little bit with the 43 when Eric Jones was hurt, but I don't think so. I think that they got some other people that are going to be taking some spots. We'll see what happens. You never know what's going to happen with these 4 charters. 3 charters left. Of course, 1 went to Front Row Motorsports. So you're not sure what's going to happen with these other 3. Denny has said in his podcast that they're not ready to make any types of move on adding another car to 2311. Number 1, it's not feasible for him right now. The money is not good for it. And that NASCAR is going to have to show him a lot before they invest in another car. So we'll see what happens. That's what Denny said on his podcast one time. But we're not sure what'll happen. But thanks so much for hanging out with us today. We're watching NASCAR Cup Series practice. First time ever Cup Series practice here at the Iowa Speedway. And we're bringing it to you here on The Go at SELA like we do every race that we can bring it to you. And that's what's going to happen this weekend. We're going to be bringing you the Xfinity race this weekend and the NASCAR Cup Series Iowa Corn 350 on Sunday on Father's Day night under the lights. So hope you guys are sticking with us. Make sure you hit your notification bells, and we'll bring you some more coverage as we get it. All these cars here are what the paint schemes are for this weekend right here. It's got Chase, and make sure you check out our paint scheme preview, race weekend preview vlog that we have on our channel as well. It gives you all the paint schemes, gives you everything you need to know, plus a little bit about what happened last week and my picks. So make sure you check those out.
Toyota's here in Iowa practice. The 45 of Reddick and the 20 of Christopher Bell. Christopher Bell waited in the garage, came out. This is the car that did the tire test.
Chase Briscoe, that 14.
All down here.
14.
45 for almost the entire run. Unfortunately for Bell, that run ended with a flat right front tire and into the wall. Heavy impact, Jeff, off turn 4.
It's just bad timing, you know. Right front goes down. That is a big impact, big angle of attack, Marty. I'm sure Christopher's not happy.
Well, not happy, but we're just glad he's okay. I heard you say that one hurt. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm all good. I think it hurt pride a little bit more than myself personally.
So what happened? Did you said you were right behind Ty Gibbs, who your teammate that happened to right before?
Yeah, I mean, that's a shame. I don't know. I literally was rolling down the back straightaway, and Ty's went down the back stretch, and he was able to get it slowed up, and I'm like, that's weird. And I just did the tire test here, 3 weeks ago, and we did 50-lap runs all day long. So I don't know. That's a bummer. Obviously, the Rheem Camry was really fast, and I don't think we'll be racing that one. So we'll see what the backup's like.
Is there a concern it might be endemic throughout the Toyota camp, or do you think this might be isolated to your two cars?
I mean, it's definitely an eye-opener that it's happened to two of us so far in the first, 10 minutes of practice. So not a good sign, but I'm sure it's not something that can't be fixed for the race.
All right, we'll let Christopher go and be with Adam Stevens in the race team. He said that he thinks it's going to be a backup car. He's going to go make sure, but just glad to see Christopher Bell's okay after that one.
Yeah, big hit there as we see the 10 working.
So a backup car. So does that mean he doesn't get the he doesn't get to qualify?
Fastest for a lap.
Or is this the car, if you start a practice, I'm not sure the rule on that. So if he starts the practice, does that mean you have to qualify with that practice, that car you practice with? Or can he bring out a backup car and qualify with that tomorrow?
Has been really impressive.
So what
Does anybody know
for Ford
the rule on that?
Stewart Haas Racing, who the big announcement, just a couple weeks ago that they're going to be closing their doors.
I think he goes to the back of the pack no matter what.
Out here running fast laps at Iowa.
That's my opinion. I'm not sure if that's true or not.
You know what I mean? I mean, look, this is a very competitive sport. Things change. Left rear flat.
Left rear down for Ross Chastain.
Chastain with a left rear tire. Now we're starting to see these tires, y'all.
Thankful I'm in the TV booth.
I'm gonna need to change that too for tonight. So another tire flat.
But that's your fear. So this is a very big challenge when you have repave as now the red comes out. It's a challenge for Goodyear to bring tires. It's a challenge because teams and crew chiefs are trying to go as fast as possible. So if taking air out or tipping the tires in with the camber makes the car drive better, it's that magical box. You can
so if he goes out there tomorrow with a backup car and he gets the pole, he goes to the back of the pack.
So he felt it going down on the front straightaway, was able to get it slowed up.
Man, this is going to be crazy, these tires on this track. Make sure you're hitting that like button. 80 likes. Thank you so much, guys, for getting us there. Help us get there to 100 likes here on this stream. We appreciate you. So hope everybody's doing well. TGIF to every single one of you. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Coming up right after this is going to be the Atlanta Braves versus the Tampa Bay Rays. If you guys want to watch that game with us, we're going to be doing it in 3D presentation. It's going to be fun tonight with our good Braves fans, and maybe we'll get some Rays fans in there as well and have a good time. The Braves coming off of finally a victory after a 5-game losing streak. They win yesterday against the Baltimore Orioles. So hopefully we'll see what happens here for tonight. Friday night fireworks as well tonight, y'all. Friday night fireworks on the channel as well. Every time we have a Braves home game on a Friday night, we give you Friday night fireworks. Is this racing going to be blown tires? It'll be interesting. I know it's gonna. Is this gonna be like Bristol? Remember what happened to Bristol at the end there? Denny and Truex passing people left and right, and everybody's tires are going down. This is gonna be crazy to watch. CeeLo, so why would you even attempt the qualifying run if you know? I guess it's just for pictures. I guess I don't know. Should be interesting. So what's up, Brandon? What's going on? How you doing? Puzzle Vision says, listen, I watched Tampa Bay Rays at the stadium the first time. I don't even watch Major League Baseball. Hey, awesome. Well, make sure you check us out. The MLB 3D game day is awesome, and we'll have that live here after this. Matter of fact, I need to have that transferred over, so I have that all set up here. Let me make sure. So if you guys want to go over there and you get transferred over there and you don't want to stay, at least hit the like button for us. Help us get over there on top of things. But we'll be going live about 5:55 today for the Braves game. So let's see here. Live. All right, here we go.
Two trucks is Ross Chastain's number 1. And Marty, there's been a lot of discussion as to how to get that car back to pit road and back to the garage.
I'm not sure what's been more entertaining, Rick, the discussion on the One Radio or this practice session. So Phil Surgeon wanted them to change the left rear tire on the racetrack. So Ross Chastain asked the tow truck drivers, hey, can you change the left rear right here for me?
Just joining.
Said,
Denny
no,
hit the
we
wall
cannot.
yet?
And then they offered
I'm going to have another Indy race.
And Phil said, I don't know what
Yeah,
a dolly looks like. And now they're going to tow it on both the front and the rear with two different.
Am I going to have another Indy race? I'd like to have another one if it all works out, yes.
To not mess up the splitter on the one car. So it's been very interesting to listen to this radio as to how they're going to get this one car.
Could LaJoy win this?
Yeah, and the problem is that clock continues to tick on the upper left corner of your screen here, even though it's red flag. NASCAR could extend this practice, but everybody else is not able to get out on the track and get practice time in because of what's going on with the one car.
All right.
They've lifted this thing completely off the ground.
No, thank you. If that's my race car, just put it back down. Drive it around. I'll change the parts.
So this is how when a car got wrecked at South Boston Speedway, when I was
better start trucking those tires in. That's right.
The car up in the front, the wrecker in the front's going to go forward. The wrecker in the back's backed up. He's going to reverse it. This has been done as long as I've been around the sport, and it's typically though, Steve, it's done when you can't tow a car. Like it's got so much damage that you can't tow it. In this situation, they're picking it up and they're trying to set it on these dollies, so they can get the car set down where it'll sit on. You can see underneath the car. They've got this dolly system. They're going to try to set it down.
What are they doing here, Rising Rhino? What's going on, man? Good to see you, buddy.
Damage into the underbody.
Make sure you check out my man Rising Rhino. He does a great job over there on his YouTube channel.
To the performance, and it's measured in thousandths of an inch. So if you drag this car back and you damage the underbody, it's almost impossible here at the racetrack.
Look at Gregson on the top of the list.
You can get it at the racetrack. So here in practice, they're going to do everything they can to keep from damage in this one car because it would affect their performance.
Well, we know it's a historic weekend to race in Iowa for the Cup Series, but maybe seeing something for the first time here, getting this car back to the garage.
All right, so we're just waiting here to see what's going on. Are they going to give NASCAR going to give some more practice time? We got 13 minutes to go. 13 more minutes. Will they extend it? I don't know, maybe another 7 minutes or so. We'll see what happens. Zane Smith wants to perform down in 32. Yeah, it's looking pretty bad for him. Reddick is the guy I'm looking at on Sunday. Reddick, car enthusiast. What's going on with that hamburger? I like that paint job. And then Bubba's got the grimace shake. That's awesome. So McDonald there. Look at those Fords together there for 11th through 14th. Barry, Logano, Pierce, Priest, Blaney. And then you got 3 Toyotas together. Now, Christopher Bell, he is not running anymore. But to say that he's the fastest car out there, other guys have ran at least 4 to at least 10 to 15 more laps, or 16 more laps than him. Denny is still slower than Christopher Bell after 37 laps. So there's those 3 Toyotas, Taylor Reddick right there, the 2 Fords in the top 5 there, Noah Gragson and Chase Briscoe. So this should be an interesting race to see what happens. Bubba's in the all-purple car. That's right, Lloyd. Doesn't that freak you out that you fell asleep and you're so shot that you don't know if it's AM or PM? You have to retrace your steps. That's right, Rising Rhino. That's for sure. That happens. That happened to my boys when they were on a cruise last fall when they were no window crews and you don't know what time it is at all because it's dark as anything in there, so you just think it's the middle of the night. But yeah, I get that. I totally get that when you're tired like that. But appreciate you hanging out here. 7 more likes. We're almost to 100, y'all. Thank you so much. Poor Ross, Bell, and Gibbs. Yeah, XR. Who's next, though? That's the question. Who's next? Is it going to be Christopher Bell? Is it going to be, who else is, another Toyota? Is it going to be Truex? Is it going to be Denny? Is it going to be the 2311 cars? What time is it in Iowa? I believe it's Iowa's Central, right? I believe. I'm not too sure. I think they are. I don't think they're in Mountain Time. So yeah, it's 5:13 there. 5:13. So they got lights. They can do this here. But who's going to be next to go down here? Austin from WWE. It's 5:13 here in Texas. So I guess, all right, let's listen in here what they got to say.
Put this into perspective. It has a rear tire that's down. And they have said they don't want this car to be drugged back to the garage. So they're trying to lift it up, put it on dollies, and then bring it back to the garage without damaging anything under this car. But a lot of work going into bringing this one car that just has one tire down back into the garage.
5-3. Hey, man.
I credit NASCAR for not trying to damage his car, but obviously it's taken a long time. Rough racetrack. See Ross Chastain, watch the left rear tire. Watch how it goes through the bumps and how it wrinkles the left rear tire on low air pressure. This is a very rough racetrack. You can see it on the left front and the left rear.
This might be like another Bristol situation, y'all. Remember what happened in Bristol? What's up, Cameron? Good to see you. Good to see you. But yeah, so we're just waiting here. Chastain, flat tire, and the team has said they do not want it being dragged. So they're trying to figure out, because I guess this is the car they want to use this weekend. They're trying to figure out how they can get this car back to the pits, get some more stuff going on. But thanks for doing this, watching you from Loudoun, California, running a WWE barbecue fundraiser for the high school football program today. Let's go, Junior Motorsports. Awesome, Coach. Good to see you, man. Thank you for popping in here. Thank you for the kind words. Thank you so much. But right now, so Chastain, Christopher Bell, and Ty Gibbs all having tire issues with a flat tire. So this should be interesting on tomorrow for qualifying. It should be interesting for the race on Sunday. This has got Bristol vibes all over again, man. Gregson has a cool looking Winchester paint scheme here. Y'all take a look at the 10. Yeah, so make sure it pops up right here. Keep on looking up here to make sure you find the 10. It's a crappy track, Mad Steve says. This is gonna be interesting. I talked in the vlog. Like, no one knows what's gonna happen with these tires and this groove and this pavement, which is bumpy as all get out. My gosh, this is gonna be interesting. I don't understand why they didn't just pave the tire. Why didn't NASCAR just pave the whole thing? Like, you could have had it paved last week and all done and been nice and fresh. Maybe because they practiced on May 28th and they didn't want to throw the teams off. I don't know. But this is going to be interesting. I think we have enough time for practice. It might be Elliott, Hamlin, or Larson, maybe Reddick, XR Racing says. Season Finger says this weekend's going to be exactly partial repave. What a joke. I know. This is going to be crazy. But hey, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully we'll have some in-car cameras for the Xfinity race. And definitely for the Cup race, we'll be bringing all that to you guys live, just for like all the races we've done this year. So, but we're on NBC, no more Fox. Fox is over with, but we're here in Iowa, and then we go to New Hampshire, and then Nashville, and then Chicago street race. So the summer season, the silly season, has started for NASCAR. But USA kicking off their start here.
Well, Phil Surgeon, this is what a dolly looks like. Lifts on top of the dolly for the rear tires. And
this is interesting.
they're going to pull that back into the garage. But this is what has taken probably 10 to 15 minutes to get this car off of the racetrack. And again, Ross climbed out immediately after the tire was down.
Yeah, it looks like he didn't make his car payment.
It's being repoed.
Yeah.
Dale Jr. said his podcast, this will probably be a good race with a partial repave.
We do need a translator. It's okay. But yes.
Week one is tired, Steve, out.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
It's the corn.
So,
it's the corn that's on
Marty,
the car. That's the problem.
Are you believing what you're seeing?
Nope, I don't believe it, Rick, and took pictures of what was on my monitor, trust me. Yeah, so here's the deal. They're going to pull it
Bad
to
Steve,
Goodyear.
Tim
There are
Richmond was your
4
driver.
crew
Awesome.
members here to
Sounds like a
help
tire
and put
lottery
new
coming up. You're
left on it
right.
Because they can't get this work done, Jeff, in their normal garage stall because of 48 teams about 3 feet from where Ross Chastain and his team are located. So they have everything positioned to be able to take it off of the dolly eventually, but I don't know
Thank
how
you
they're
guys
gonna
for
make
the
it back
100
out for
likes.
any
You're
practice
awesome.
here. Once they get it back here to Goodyear, get the left rear on it, it's going to take a while, at least that long, to be able to get it off the dolly and get the tire on. This has been fun to watch, though.
Pretty crazy. You hear in the background cars, yes, they are making their way back out onto the track. So the track goes back to green, and we're waiting to hear from NASCAR as far as how much time they still have.
18 minutes.
Now we're hearing 13 minutes.
Okay.
There'll be 13 minutes extra, so that makes it 18:45. You see the countdown now. So they just added 13 minutes to what had clicked off. So 18:40 remaining in this practice.
I don't know. I guess there was enough damage where they couldn't change the tire. It was that bad.
That we're seeing here already. Multiple cars have had tire issues.
Yeah, we've seen 2 right fronts and now a left rear. I mean, that's enough concern that I think.
What's up, Dirty Birds Prods? What's going on, man?
If you think you're on the edge, you can come
going
in,
on?
put a different set of tires on it, different air pressure, see if you can make adjustments.
And at the very least, Steve, it's caused a lot of concern, right? Even if you don't think you're on edge, you
That's
might
gonna
be
throw my
thinking that,
timing off here.
You just hadn't gotten that far on tires. With this many tire issues, clearly it's not just running over something. That would be very unusual to have that many. So this is cause for concern for every team. They're going to have to get more conservative.
That was interesting watching Kyle Busch in the 8 and the 5 of Kyle Larson, completely different lines entering the turn. So, and Martin, a little aggressive there.
Yeah, I mean, Kyle Busch
and Truex riding together there.
Got into the backup.
Hey, CeeLo, what about them Braves against the Orioles? Game 3. Hope we can carry the momentum. I hope so too, Cameron.
Working by the 43 of Eric Jones. Again, what we've seen so far, Noah Gragson, Chase Elliott second, Chase Briscoe third, but those 2 cars out of Stewart-Haas Racing, impressive laps.
So what's interesting to me is you watch Noah Gragson behind the 5 of Larson. Watch the difference in how they enter the corner. The 5 is up the racetrack a little bit, turns, gets to the bottom a little bit later. Noah is trying to turn early.
Need some John Deere tractors,
clean air.
tires.
He needs to turn a little bit sooner to get his left side below the 5 car. Now, on a racetrack that has 2 grooves, Noah could run the outside.
Some green shot in those, green snot in those tires.
But he's afraid to do that. He does not want to go there because the track doesn't have grip. So he's having to actually hurt the way his car drives by turning early. He's having to compromise because of the air.
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. Just ready for some Braves tonight, and then we'll kick our racing off this weekend tomorrow.
Kyle Larson complained earlier that entering turn 3, he just couldn't get the handle on the car. Thought it was crazy how different it was from 3 weeks ago when he did the tire test here.
Look, I would go so far to say that the track's going to change a lot between now and the time the race ends on Sunday night. And if you're the fan,
and remember, they're going to be under the lights as well. When that race happens, it's going to end under the lights.
Because I'm telling you, this track is going to go through massive changes as rubber gets laid down.
Yep, saw that, Dirty Birds. We actually let them. They played a replay of it. We listened to that right here.
Riding along on the bumper of the 23 of Bubba Wallace. And Bubba right now currently 16th in the playoff standings. with 10 races to go until those playoffs. So, Bubba,
Peter, what's going on? How you doing?
Lane, maybe here at Iowa.
Junior's onto it.
He's had success in the Midwest. Won at Kansas.
Your brother-in-law's brother is a Truex fan. Well, he's going to have to get a new driver. Come on over to Denny Hamlin, y'all. Come on over. You Truex fans, come on over. $14 minutes left in this practice, y'all.
Steve mentioned earlier about this being a rhythm racetrack. You can listen to Bubba Wallace and when he's able to get back to the gas.
I have no clue. Money, I guess. I don't know. It's NASCAR's track. It's not that they don't have any money at all.
Marty, is Ross ready to get back in that car?
He's ready to get in, and we have a rolling #1 race car. Congratulations on being the first to try out the Dolly. How did it go? It was interesting, wasn't it?
It was surprising. When they said Dolly, I didn't know Miss Parton was coming out to Iowa, so I didn't know what was going to happen to our Busch Light Chevy. I knew I didn't crash it, and then I was really impressed with how that went. They said like 13 minutes, and you know, it was first time at the track. I know they've been practicing it, but that was the first I'd heard about it. So yeah, left rear tire went down out of nowhere. Really slowed down before I hit the wall.
So is there a broader concern in the garage area just overall, Ross? Because that's now the third car that's had a tire issue.
I think Aaron Jones is going to go back if anybody goes back.
And I felt mine as soon as it lost air off of 4. So I don't know. I'm not a tire expert, so we have the best tire company in the world with Goodyear, and they'll figure it out, and they'll give us recommendations. And the one team at Trackhouse and Team Chevy will
Pastel Ninja, what's going on? I'm picking Denny to win this weekend.
Go back out and rip some more laps. I'm ready to get back in the car.
How has
What's up, Leo? Good to see you.
A lot of speed, for sure.
Jamie, I don't know if I said hi to you. Hello, hello.
Repave, obviously, there's going to be, but the's still some character bumps.
Gregson's still up top there, y'all.
And then in the corner,
Chase is coming, though.
Bump is still there, so we're rubbering it in. I'm excited for the second lane to come in. It's not there right now. I've tried it.
Chase might be the fastest here in a second.
But yeah,
where's your Kyle Busch?
It's great to be back in Iowa. This is ag country, farm country.
22nd fastest.
Ross Chastain, and he mentions how he remembers the racetrack. He has more starts here than anyone, Rick, when you combine Xfinity and trucks.
Look at William Byron. Bad race last week. 28th now.
Yep, the repave, and tires have been the talk so far of this practice. We saw.
All right, so tires. Max says, I'm going to go anyone you're not this week. Sorry, CeeLo, I'm going anyone you're not after last week. Exactly. I know it. Who did I pick? AJ? He was up there for a little bit. Top 5 for a little bit, but I should have took Kyle Larson. I should have known better. But hey, last week before that, though, I took Corey Heim and SVG at 2 out of the 3. So that's good.
Garage.
All right, so we're back to it.
With Bubba Wallace in the 23.
11 minutes to go, y'all. Terrible track, Matt says. Terrible. Keep hitting that subscribe button. Thank you so much for the subscribes. I miss NASCAR having racing on 3 days a week on a weekly show.
Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in the 47, and has not been the season that Ricky has.
I don't know. Probably working.
47 team. Way down the list now. Currently
11 minutes to go.
For the playoffs. 27th.
Hit that like button. That's right. Keep on hitting that like button, or we're 100 likes today. Thank you so much, guys.
You see what Ricky's doing, though? He's not on the bottom of the racetrack. So that tells me that this track is starting.
There's no truck race tonight.
He's making
dirt.
good lap time right now. Not great.
They're off till Nashville.
He's nowhere near the white line. And he's still able to run decent.
Cup practice will be on Fridays the next 2 weeks.
Second lane is going to start taking rubber.
Next 2 weeks.
Really, the only one I saw doing that. Now he's back to the bottom. Let's see.
And Truex get out of gas again. Nah, I just don't think he's out there. You're welcome, Mad Steve.
A little bit quicker down there.
Check up against the wall.
And Austin Cindric
Cindric with a flat tire.
Has an issue as he's up against the wall. Looks like
There's a Ford with a flat tire. Austin Cindric with a right front tire down. Austin Cindric now.
He's been out there for quite a few laps.
Austin Cindric.
And we haven't seen the right side yet, but
it's smoking.
Doesn't look like it's slapped the wall too hard if it did.
So that was the 20th lap where that happened. That's kind of been that number. Christopher Bell, 19th lap.
Oh, yeah.
A consistent number.
Oh, there's some definite wall damage
They
there.
got to pit every 20 laps of this track? Oh, my gosh. What's up, D?
So
Good to see you, buddy.
Now adding his name and number.
Thank
to
you
the
so much,
list of
PB,
many
for that
have
like.
had a tire issue here at Iowa. Take a look and see what we can see with this one.
Right front.
Oh, he got lucky not hitting that wall. This is going to be anybody's game. There's not going to be any leader here, you can guarantee. Larson only ran 36 laps.
The 2 and the 20 went down.
You were off work today. Awesome, D.
There's nothing you can do as a driver. It's
Goodyear sweating bullets, yeah.
At that point, it's how hard am I going to hit?
Yeah, night time changer. It's a night race. Starts at 6 Central.
Seconds were winding down on this practice session.
If I was Goodyear, I'd be like, all right, nobody else is running. It's a night race. Rebel Soul, what's going on? Adversity suits SVG, calm under pressure. Pit's going to be full tomorrow, exactly, with this every 20 laps. Now, did Xfinity have this issue, or is this just this next-gen car causing this? I didn't watch the Xfinity practice. Did anyone watch the Xfinity practice? Tires are going to be an issue. This is going to be Bristol all over again, y'all. Bristol all over again. Well, when we shouldn't have this much issue with tires during the race, exactly. But if they do, like, this is practice, so they're not running as hard, I'm sure. But my goodness, this is going to be interesting. Goodyear needs a stronger tire. Well, Shane spun in the Xfinity practice. Oh, did he? Maybe too hot now for that tire, maybe. No, it's just a rough track, Butterfly. It's in Iowa. It snows. You see what happens like any place. I mean, not probably in Texas, but anywhere if you see snow for a long period of time and then it dries up, that concrete is just getting eaten up left and right. But I don't know. Maybe the reason they didn't pave the whole track was because they tested on May 28th with just half of it. I don't know. But they had plenty of time to pave this track. Snow-built track. They had plenty of time. They could have gotten this paved last week, the week before. But I guess that's it. They have decided that is it, I guess. Because it just said it concluded. I don't even want to come back and tell me. See what's going on here. All right, I guess that's it. I guess that is it. NASCAR USA Cup Series practice. See if there's anything on. I don't think so. But if not, well, we'll just call it right here. So, no, I just saw on NASCAR website that 97 spun. Please don't start with that. I just got spent the day with the family. What did Max say? That's all she wrote. I guess so. We'll see if it says anything when it comes back here. I just clicked on it again. So, little difference between FS1 and USA. They just keep on going. Yep, it says it's concluded. So, all right, that is that. Wonder what the next thing is on the USA. We'll see. Live. Let's see what it says. No interviews, no nothing. They just cut it. Yeah, well. Anyway, there you go. Noah Gragson, top of the order there. Chase Elliott, 2. Bowman, 3. Look at Alex Bowman. Denny Hamlin, 4th. Chase Briscoe, 5th. Chastain, he blew that tire, but still 6th fastest. Tyler Reddick had an issue as well. Or no, it was Ty Gibbs, not Tyler Reddick. Kyle Larson, Corey LaJoy, Christopher Bell had the blown tire. Ty Gibbs had the blown tire. Ross Chastain had the blown tire. Cindric had the blown tire. So there it is. So Logano, there's your, look at those Fords there together. And then some Chevys and then Fords and a little Toyota. Truex Jr. way back in 30th after making the announcement just a little while ago he's going to retire. And Cindric, who had a blown tire as well. So there is your rundown. Appreciate all the love tonight. Thanks so much. We got over 100 likes on an hour stream. And that worked out pretty well. So thanks so much, guys, for everything. But there it is. All right, so tomorrow we're going to have you NASCAR Cup qualifying here on the channel early in the morning. And then right after that, we'll have NASCAR Xfinity show as well. So make sure you're hitting that like button for us. And if you want to hit right here, we're going to transport you over to Atlanta. So we're going to go from Iowa. We're going to go from Iowa to Atlanta, or Iowa to Atlanta. And we're going to watch the Atlanta Braves versus the Tampa Bay Rays. So hope you guys had a good time. Appreciate y'all hanging out here. Still 5 minutes left. It just says, for some reason, it just says it's not letting me watch anything else. This is the thing about USA. Let's see, USA, LPGA, USA. What's up next for USA? Because when I click on it, it says it has concluded. So I don't know. Yeah, it's so weird. Channels. Let's do it this way. USA, where you at? USA. Okay, hold on a second. We're back. Sorry about that.
Like, you know how many, the teams know when people are having tire issues. You just can't go to 19. Like, you got to stop it at 17 on a set of tires. It's just not worth it today.
Yeah, already a couple cars will more than likely be going to backups. There's Chris Buescher. Surprisingly, Chris Buescher, a great season for RFK a year ago. And then it was co-owner Brad Keselowski, who has had the better season this year.
Well, this team
2 minutes left. I'm sorry. I do apologize about that, y'all.
They're capable of competing for wins and
Bowman now the
championships. Here you
fastest.
go. Here's the 45 car at the end of pit road, Marty.
Yep, another tire down. Tyler Reddick said, I think
45 now with a tire down.
There he sits at the end of pit road, not willing to move with only 4 minutes left. And he said it didn't go
45
down all the way. He might have caught that one part way, like you said, Jeff.
Well, there's no damage to the car, and yes, he did catch it. And that's a fortunate break.
Wow.
This also,
Bowman.
there's winners and losers whenever these things happen. One of the things that's happened is some guys have been able to go out and make Q runs. And typically in practices, there's not enough time to make mock Q runs, but that's happened here today with some cars. Let's hear what Kyle Busch and his team are talking about.
So it looks like they're all starting to blow tires around 20 laps, and we've got 9 on these, so probably won't rank a huge long run here. I would prefer to
20
be
laps.
cautious.
Come on.
Working all night long, fixing a car that's not ready to go. Yep, 10-4.
Yeah, 45 had 19 laps on his tires, by the way. So here we are. I mean, it's just a consistent number. To Steve's point, that's nowhere
22-second lap.
to
Nice.
a full fuel run. So this is cause for concern for everybody. Maybe a consideration by NASCAR to throw a caution early in the race, try to get the track rubbered up a little bit. Teams obviously have some decisions to make. I talked about people making qualifying runs. See Noah Gragson, he went out, fast lap at 82. Bowman at 10, Haley a 6 on 11.
Yeah, Gregson has run 40 laps. His fastest lap, as you mentioned, was lap 39. So a Q run for Noah Gragson. Bowman's on the racetrack. He's run 48 laps, and his 47th lap was his fastest.
Yeah, the 21 of Harrison Burton went E6 with what appears to be a Q run. Ty Gibbs, he just went to second.
Dennis is falling.
Also another qualifying run. 'Qualifying run, his 45th lap, and that was his fastest.
45 had 19 laps on his tires, by the way. So here we are. I mean, it's just a consistent number. To Steve's point, that's nowhere.
19 laps on his tires. 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 19 la
I'm a driver. I'm loving it. I never get a chance to make my qualifying runs in practice because we have, there's just not enough tires. There's not enough time. It's a great chance to learn something.
See Ty Gibbs bringing his number 54 back down pit road and into the garage. He's second fastest, and the red and black flags have been displayed. That ends the first practice for the Cup Series at Iowa Speedway, and it was an eventful one at that. So again, an action-packed weekend from Iowa Speedway.
Okay, well, we're just going to call it right there. Well, we got a little bit left there, but appreciate all the ones that hung out for a little bit there on our turn. I thought it was over. The way they were talking, I thought it was over. But truck race returns in Nashville, yes. So they're off this week. They're off in New Hampshire. And then they're back in Nashville. And Boyer is going to be running the 7 Spire car. So this is an interesting top 15 practice. Not going to lie. You're right. Gregson, Gibbs, Bowman, Justin Haley. Gibbs got back out there and was fast after his flat tire. So that shows how strong that car is. Ty Gibbs looking good. But yeah, should be an interesting race. And that is it. So hope everybody has a great night. Sorry about that, a little messed up there. I thought it was over, but it was not. But thanks very much. We're going to end so I can get the baseball ready. We got about 20 minutes before that starts. Good to see everybody. We'll see you tomorrow morning, afternoon for qualifying. Right here, same bat channel. Stream will be up tonight on the channel. So Discord, check out the Discord. Check that out. Make sure you have fun there too. So appreciate all the love. Thank you so much to all the new members, all the new mods, all the new members, all the new subscribers today. Appreciate getting a little bit there. So we'll see you a little while for some baseball. And then, so just stay right here. We'll take you to Atlanta. Hang out. Peace out. Love you guys. See you tomorrow for some NASCAR. If not, you don't like any baseball, we'll see you definitely tomorrow afternoon for NASCAR Cup qualifying here in Iowa. See you in a bit.
We'll be right back.